Hello everyone, welcome to day 340 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. We get black and d4, so I'll play d5. Bishop out, so I play knight to f6. I can just play for knight c6 here. If they try to pin me, I'm fine with that. They just develop like this though. This is protected, so I can just develop my bishop here. They try to kick me, that's fine. Just kind of mirror them here. Okay, so I'm happy to trade bishops here because I'm going to play e6 anyway, so I'm fine with this. Keep my pawns on light squares for now. If they go for this, then I just have this. They do go for it. Now, if I go here, takes, it's fine. Could also kick the knight and encourage them to take, but I don't have to. I can protect this with the move rook c8 with bishop d6. Or by pushing, but if push... Okay, I pushed by accident. I do have checks now. I pushed genuinely by accident. This is just a mouse slip. It takes... If I take, the bishop takes. That does blunt their bishop though, which is something. Let's see what I can play now. I give up a pawn to blunt their bishop. Maybe I have this move and trying to go for this. I can also go here. I think just going here is good. But here they can just push and then try and take here. I can't take because the bishop takes. Could jump forward. That doesn't really achieve much, and if they push, I have this. And then takes. So let's jump forward. If they kick me away, I'm almost trapped. Except I have this move next. And on this, if they push here, well, then I just play here. If they allow me this move, I can protect against this push and attack the queen, looks nice. If they push now, that's annoying, but I just go for this. Takes. I do double my pawns though, so I just give up a pawn because of mouse slip here. I was trying to draw an arrow, and I play e5 instead. They're really thinking here. If they just kick me away, I go here. And then I can go here. And I'd be very happy though. So they do kick me away. That's great for me. Because I can just blockade the pawn. And control the center nicely. That would actually be really nice for me. They do push. So now I can go for this bishop trade. Here though, they can actually go ahead and just take the pawn. But then I have discoveries on the queen. Let's see, it takes... I can just defend this like this. They're threatening to take. I mean, I could go... Yeah, it's just a mistake from me. If I go here, they take with the check. I could actually jump back though. Which I just realized now. Jumping back though just leads to the same thing. I double my pawns. Actually, maybe I don't have to. I'm not sure if I should take and allow this. Should I take here and allow this winning a rook? So they'd be up in exchange. I think that's too bad for me. I have to actually jump back, I think. Target the knight. Knight takes, bishop takes. If they check me here, king takes. I am attacking. No, I'm not attacking the knight because it's protected. Unfortunately. Knight back, bishop takes. I just take. If knight takes, I just take. They are just threatening on f7 though. Which is something I have to deal with here. That's their best move, I think. Taking here. Weakening my king a lot. E takes f7 check is the best move, I think, for them. They can take a free pawn, but then I take here. With the discovery on the queen. I'd be fine after that. Let's see if they take the free pawn. If they take, they do. Okay, they go ahead and take with the knight. I could take with the pawn or with the bishop. I think I'll take with the bishop here. Now pawn takes does look dangerous. Because if I take with the king, then suddenly their queen comes in. And I could be in big trouble. So maybe I allow them to take and just play king f8. If not, then I'm instantly taking on e6. And I'm still down the pawn and in the worst position, but It's not the end of the world. They do take. I think I play king f8 because I can win the pawn back in the long term. If I take, the queen activates and it looks really bad for me. I then also trap my rook completely in the corner. Queen f6 does attack a pawn. That's my next move. Let's see what they play. This is a check, but it doesn't win or anything. They can literally just win the pawn now. It just queen takes, and I do have actually discovered checks, so they can't take the free pawn. Bishop takes with check. I mean, I have to recapture, and with the queen most likely. This is pinned, so they could push, but then I just pushed. Yeah, I think I should bring a rook to the d8 square. I can take here, but not at the moment. I don't want the queen coming in. Although I can probably take, because queen check, I just move. And I'm completely fine. They are up just 2 pawns. I will win one back, but my structure is much worse. This is a 4 and 2, or 3, which is really bad. They just develop. Yeah, I think I can afford. No, if I take though, they jump in here with a check, and that looks extremely dangerous. Let's see. Take, there is this check, but I can block. There's also this check, and if I move here, just opens up so many possibilities for them. I mean, I don't see what else I play here though. Here they just take. I'll go ahead and risk it. It does look like a crazy move, but after check I should probably just go back to e8 and try and bring my rook. My king will be weak for the rest of the game anyway. As long as I have my queen, they can't really mate me. I can play rook f8 and king g8. They don't allow that. If I go here, they go queen here and try to threaten a big fork. But then I just defend, so there's no more checks, literally. Queen a8 looks very scary, but I just have queen e7 and I hold everything together for now. I can also play rook d8 and king d7 and king c8 eventually. Not the moment because of this knight. So maybe queen f6 as soon as possible is a good move. But I would let go of this, so do have to be very careful. I think I can play rook d8, queen f6 and try to run my king to safety. And then I'd be doing fine, just be down 1 pawn. But that's 4 moves, 4 tempos. They should probably castle and start bringing some attackers to this. I'm happy they're not doing that. If they castle long, they're straight away attacking this pawn. And I don't think I can hold on to it. But if they do castle long, I have this move, attacking the knight and the pawn. And they have to go back. Then I can bring a rook. And queen f6 just looks very good. They go ahead and push. But now queen f6. And queen f6 does give them... Okay, there's no check here, luckily. It does hang this pawn, but then I take the piece, so they can't do that. Then I can play rook d8 next. If they just retreat, rook d8, protecting the pawn. And then I'm still attacking this. And I can also go ahead and play rook f8, try to pressure this. They are playing really slow, which is good for me. Don't think they can act. They can take on d5 actually. Okay, knight back. I think I play rook d8 now, because they're attacking the pawn. And try to run my king to the corner. It's never good to put the rooks beside the king, because of so many chances to mate me. I am attacking this. If I take though, they can castle. And I don't win anything, except for 1 pawn. I guess takes if castle, I go back. Okay, now I think I really have to start running my king to safety. I could go ahead and take, which it's such a big risk. Win back my pawn now. They don't have any checks actually, which is crazy. win back my pawn now, or try to run my king to safety as soon as I possibly can. I don't know what's best for me here. Honestly, I think I should try and win the pawn back. King safety is more important than the pawn, but they don't have any checks at the moment, which is my whole idea. My queen can come back straight away too. Because they play rook f to b7, to b1, sorry. They will be winning this. I can't take. I think I just go back here. I can't hold on to this, so if they take, they're just attacking two whole pawns. Which is very sad. Now I don't know where to put my queen. And this pawn was quite weak, and I felt they'd play rook ab1. That still wins a pawn. So now it's my turn. I probably shouldn't have gone for the pawn and played king d7 instead. That'd be much better for me. Material is equal, but I'm losing a pawn back now. I don't see any weaknesses that they have now. Maybe queen over and rook over. Trying to remove this. Maybe that's an idea. Queen over, rook over, and knight here. Just trying my best to remove the knight and come in. They can take. They will be winning all of these pawns. Although they can't actually take. Because of this. Which lets me play b6. And they hang this. That's crazy. Why did they miss that? Queen back. That's crazy. That's completely crazy. It's the only move actually that works. Crazy. Of course I'll go ahead and take. King has to take. And yeah, now I don't want to lose. This is protected. I don't want to lose this, so I will just play rook up. But then they come in. They can't target the rook actually. I'll go here. Rook up. If they check me, I block. Check, I block. That's a crazy find. I'm very happy I played queen back here. Keeping tempo pressure on this. The knight is trying to come here maybe. If I just go here, they can't really do much. Now if I push, that looks good for me. I need to activate my king as soon as possible. That knight isn't really going anywhere. Now I'm just up a piece and down the pawn. And I'm completely winning because they hang this. They couldn't take because the rook was hanging. They were forced into a queen trade too. And now I'm just completely winning. They're spending so much time on their moves, but they're not the best moves. Now, h6 looks so natural now. I can really just play rook h d8 and push the pawn. They can't really stop it. Knight back, natural move. Here, if I push takes. That looks very natural. And just pushing looks really good, unless they push. If they push, I go here. And actually force a rook trade, which is completely winning. Maybe I should have forced a rook trade now. This actually forces a rook trade completely. Really good move. Let's see what they play. And I guess in this case I am threatening to force a rook trade. Because then I'm just up a rook. A clean piece. And they cannot stop me from winning. They take. I have to take. I can play king here, but then they escape. What I should do is just bring my rook over and try to promote as soon as I can. I wish I could play king here, trapping the knight, but I can't. I can play here. Although I can just push now. The best move right now is probably this. And just bring my rook in. I advance. I can bring my rook. And it should be easy for me to win this. Pushing straight away. The knight moves. It doesn't go anywhere right now. So I'll just play rook over. And win the pawn. Even king over doesn't really do anything. I'm completely winning. And king up, I just pin the pawn. If they protect, I go here. Yeah, if they protect, I go here. They can't stop me from winning this. Knight back. I mean, this isn't a threat at the moment. What are they threatening? What do they threaten here? Not very much. If I go here, I think that just helps me. I think I can just push here. Everything's protected. I don't want to trap my own rook. So maybe I just free up the rook and... Yeah, just free up the rook. There's a check, but I just move. Yeah, just free up my rook here. And simply try to push the outside pass pawn. They play there, so I can play here. I can give up a pawn because I attack this one. They push, I can push this way. Although I think... Yeah, I think I just push here. Gain a tempo. Obviously need to be careful to not blunder anything. But if I bring my rook behind my pawn, I should easily be winning this. That's an okay move, but I just go here. That threatens a big fork. So, wow, that's actually a big threat. Need to go rook here, I think. I can now obviously just defend the pawn as well. I don't know what I'm talking about. They push, I push too. I can probably activate my knight here. And I'm just up so much on the clock. Knight to f6 also just threatens a fork straight away. On g4. I'm winning either of these. King up. I'm threatening a fork as soon as I can. Or even going here. They check me, but it's not a scary check. I just move. And here it doesn't do anything either. This is just a fork now. Yeah, the check is not scary at all. I just move my king. Yeah, they jump there. I can jump here and fork them. I also attack the knight. If they push, I just take a pawn. If they push, I probably even just take the knight. If they move the knight, well, then I take. Yeah, that just gives me this. This is not a check. They can push, but I just have this move. And I clearly control these two squares. I can also easily win this pawn with rook h6, knight f6. They can try and push and do whatever they want, but they're not doing anything here. None of this works. I just go here and here. And I can just stop pushing my d-pawn, and this should be an easy win. If they find a way, they can't find a way to win this, so I'm not worried. Knight over, there's no checks threatened. I can even push because they can't take, it's protected. There's no checks. Let's go ahead and push. You can hit my rook, but I just push, and if you take the rook, then I push again. And I promote. Go ahead, take the rook, because if you do, I promote. So. Yeah, they even have a fork, but I just promote and I stop everything, so. There's no worries there. That's an okay move, but I just move here. Oh, but if I move here, it does give them this. Wow. But then I still promote and I'm up a piece, so who cares? I still promote and I'm up a piece once again. And then I can clean up these pawns and that should be completely fine. Takes with a check. Now here I just protect the pawn. And I can start pushing this one. If they go here, I have this too. Because if they take, I have this. Yeah, and in fact, this is just completely winning. I run my king now and this is a win. If they attack the pawn, I just take her. I can take her defending this, literally. I think I just run over her. Let's see. Just knight back, I think. Quickest way. They can take my pawns, but I'm just winning these. I take. They can even take because I go here and I push. Yeah, and that's a win for me. I think they want to waste my time, so I'm completely fine with that. King over, I just push. Check. And mate, good game to them. Let's have a look at this game. They played with a 78.9, I played an 83.2, and I was completely lost early in the game after my blunder, but I managed to punish them, and from then on I was completely winning the entire game. Let's look at this. So I played this kind of setup. Trading for me is just the best move. Obviously e5 is a mouse slip, something that's a terrible move here. And I actually had to go ahead and tempo the queen here, which I don't see what that does, because then they can just take and they open up this. Yeah, they had a free pawn here too. They could have just taken. Wait, really? Instead of this, they should have taken. And what happens if I take? Well, then there's this. And they win back my material. That's fair. But anyways, this is what happens. I mouse slip, they win the material, and knight d6 is not a good move. King over. This is -3 for me in evaluation. I take the pawn, they check me, but I just step away. Queen f6, not the best move, it's best to tempo them and develop. But I thought this was good because of this, long term. I see 3 points. They go back. Rook d8, they castle. And taking on b2 was just not a good move, it's actually a very bad move. But they missed the right move. They play rook rook f to b1, which falls into a trap after taking hits. A huge, massive blunder actually. Completely loses the game on the spot. And from then on I try my best to just simplify. They really had nothing the entire endgame. I was completely dominating. It's completely winning. Yeah, so I just punished them for this massive mistake of taking on b7. And I win the game. It's a nice win. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.